Yes, guys, welcome back to the Watford Way, and today, well, we're previewing what is quite possibly Watford's biggest game since the 2015-16 season when we got promoted. So look, it's going to be a huge game tomorrow at the Emirates. I'm recording this the day before, and yeah, look, for me, I've been stressed all week. I've not been sleeping very well at all, just because I've been thinking about this game. And yeah, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the game, my score prediction, and if I think Watford are going to remain in the Premier League or not, or will be in the Championship next season. So to start with, let's quickly go over Arsenal's team, how they've been performing recently. And yeah, it's kind of been a bit of a mixed bag for Arsenal. Obviously, I'm sure you've all seen they beat Liverpool in the league, and they also beat Manchester City in the FA Cup. So they are capable of putting in performances, albeit in them games they were dominated possession-wise, but they are capable of doing that, and they do have I'd say world-class players going forward. The likes of Nicolas Pepe, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and Lacazette, as well as people like Bukayo Saka, really good top-quality player. Even Granit Xhaka has been playing quite well lately, so they do have quite good players in there. But for me, where we can get at Arsenal is defensively, and I think Mustafi actually went off with an injury in the last game, which is a bonus for us because he was playing well. And they actually Arsenal play a back five, so they play a back five, and I don't think that will benefit us if we play Troy up top in his own. I don't think he'll have enough of an influence on the game to cause any real damage to that back five. One player who I do want to compliment from Arsenal before we move on is Kieran Tierney. I think he's coming from Celtic. He had injury issues at the start of the season, and he's only started to play really recently in the first team since they've come back from lockdown. So Kieran Tierney is a top class player. And moving on to Watford, Kieran Tierney will be coming up against Ismaila Sarr on Sunday. So hopefully Ismaila Sarr can have a good game, kind of whipping in them balls into the box for Troy or Welbeck to get onto. And while we're talking about the Watford team, I'd like to move on to my team selection for the game. And I was saying to someone earlier, actually, I was speaking to them on Instagram, and I said I think you might not agree with me. Let me know in the comments, but I said I think we should kind of play maybe a two up top, because I don't think Shaw in his own, especially against Manchester City, I mean, he did absolutely nothing. So for me, I think Pereira, albeit the whole team played poorly, but Pereira, I think, carried the ball quite well against Manchester City. And Pereira has also played in the Champions League final, remember? So for me, probably Pereira's last game in the Watford shirt. I think Pedro's too young to be chucked into this situation. So Pereira on the left, Troy and Danny up top, with Troy to drop deeper and support the midfield if necessary. Obviously, Ismaila Sarr on the right. Etienne Capoue may be fit for the game. Hayden Mullins confirmed in his press conference. He's training today, actually, as I record this. So hopefully, I mean, even a 70 or 80% fit Etienne Capoue would slot straight back into our team. I think we've missed him quite a lot in the past. 2 or 3 games he's been out injured now. I'd bring him in for Tom Cleverley. Tom Cleverley not very good at all, especially against, who was it? Was it Southampton? No, it was Manchester City. I think Tom Cleverley was at fault for 2 of the goals, just from giving the ball away in midfield, which you can't do with world-class players on the pitch. And going forward, as I said earlier, Arsenal can hit some of the break really, really quickly. They've got so much pace up top, and with our defence, we all know that our defence is not up to Premier League standards. So I'm a bit concerned about that. So that's kind of the midfield. Obviously, Abdoulaye Doucouré is a starter, and Will Hughes alongside Etienne Capoue. Defensively, do you bring Adam Messina back in after his performance at West Ham? I know he briefly came on against Manchester City. I think we bring Adam Messina back in at left back. Christian Capacelle and Craig Dawson for me at centre back. And Kiko Femenia at right back, and Ben Foster in goal. So that's kind of how I'd start. You know, I don't know what to think of this game. And as I said to someone earlier, let me just quickly go over the permutations of what can actually happen. So Watford can still lose. We can still lose to Arsenal and stay in the Premier League. So if let's say we lose 1-0 to Arsenal and Aston Villa lose 3 or 4-0 to West Ham, we actually stay up on goal difference. So a lot of Watford fans have written us off, and rightly so, for the performances we've put in. But we can stay in the Premier League by losing tomorrow. I don't want that to be the case because I'd be very, very nervous. But that could be the case, and that could be a possible outcome. There's obviously we have to better Aston Villa's result. So if Aston Villa lose, we've got to draw. If Aston Villa draw, we've got to win. So look, I'd go all out in this game. Nothing to lose at all. You know, we've got 5 substitutions we could bring on as well. You know, if someone like Pereira's not performing, put on a Pedro for half an hour. Give him time to impact and influence the game. Domingos Quina can put in a pass to get a striker through on goal. We've not seen any of him really at all. So we've got to utilise our squad. We've got good enough players to get us out of this mess. And we've beat Arsenal. We beat them in the FA Cup in our first season back. We beat them at Vicarage Road. We got a draw against them earlier this season at Vicarage Road. So we can get a result. It's just a matter of if the players have the mental capacity to be able to handle the pressure that's going to be on them tomorrow. Because it's stay in the Premier League or get relegated. And you know, there's been articles going around that they could be due up to a 50% pay cut. So look, that they obviously won't want that. So hopefully they'll be fighting pretty much for their livelihoods tomorrow. So thanks for watching, guys. This was just a really short video to give my thoughts on the game. Let me know your score predictions down below. I'm going to come on to mine right now. I'm going to be optimistic. You can probably see my picture above my head there of Troy Deeney on my wall. I love Troy. Look, I think we all love Troy for what he's done at the club. I think his time's coming to an end. He's only got 1 year left in his contract, but I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to believe we can do this. It's the Cojones derby. Obviously, Troy Deeney a few years ago coming out with them very controversial comments about Arsenal when they played Watford. I think that was the 16-17 season, was it? 17-18? 17-18 it was, under Marco Silva. So look, Arsenal fans, and I'm sure the Arsenal players haven't forgot about that comments, but I'm sure Troy's going to be right up for it. And look, I'm going to go with a 1-0 Watford. Troy Deeney, 90th minute winner, right in the top bins to keep Watford in the Premier League. And yeah, that's my thoughts on the game. Hope you guys aren't too nervous. I'll be going live on Instagram pretty much straight after the game, you know, discussing whether Watford have survived or have been relegated from the Premier League. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. And you can also find us on Twitter and Facebook as well as obviously YouTube as well, where you're watching me now. So thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next time. If any Arsenal fans are watching, let me know your thoughts on the game as well. And hopefully when I'm back to do the match review and the season review, hopefully Watford will be a Premier League team. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.